There's been a disaster tragedy that requires all of your immediate attention.
Don't you stand there and judge me like I'm some kind of criminal.
I am here merely to tell you that the day will come.
I don't give a fuck.
You either get used to it or you get lost.
I'm working something out. It's called a metaphor.
Well, what are you working out?
It's secret. That's why it's called metaphor. It's a secret. That's what metaphor means. Secret. Fuck those dumplings.
Broadcasting live from downtown Cleveland.
You're supposed to be dead. Sorry to disappoint.
Could you, roll me one of those, cowboy?
Tell you what, I'd like to bend her over a barrel and show her the 50 states, you know what I'm saying?
On morningshowcentral.com.
You want to leave the condom off? Go for it.
You think you got issues?
Please, enlighten me.
Wait till you get a load of these clowns.
Who the fuck are you?
Come here to get your weekly fix of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah, it's got its tongue up my ass.
No.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
Come on in. Oh, and bring your whore. We'll all do some blow.
What the fuck's going on?
On morningshowcentral.com.
Yeah, that was probably the first sign of the apocalypse.
Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
I hate to say it though, the fantasy gets kind of like shit on a lot.
They do.
And a lot of people, a lot of the local bands don't like going there. But you know what? I like it because it sort of feels homely to me.
It's a cool club. That sound system's awesome.
No, the fucking sound guy there is
Dale
amazing.
is amazing,
dude.
I mean, one of the best in Cleveland.
Right, and that's something.
One of the best.
Yeah, that's something that I like about that. It's not like some of the other clubs here in town that, you know, you get the guy that first, you know, it's his first day on the job.
He wants to be a sound guy.
And he wants to be a sound guy.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you know, he does it, and, yeah, you're kind of screwed.
Everything is closing in. All this emptiness, it surrounds me. With everything I feel, I just know.
Yes, we're live. I don't know why, but we're live.
Oh, it's changing. Now I feel like I just can't breathe. It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know.
Yeah, I told you fuckers I'd do a show this week, so, yeah, I'm here. So, and it's snowing outside, and it sucks ass. I don't even want to drive in that crap. By the time we leave the studio, I'm glad it's like the show's early now. It's from 7 to 9. But, you know, if it was like from 9 to midnight, like we normally do it, or whatever the case may be, we'd all be going home in black ice and all that crap. So it's supposed to get really cold tonight, so hopefully we can get out of here before that ice starts forming on the roads. But there was already so many accidents from what I've been hearing in Columbus. Our intern was telling me a story about there was a bunch of accidents in Columbus and stuff. So I guess we're going to get all that crazy nonsense coming to Cleveland soon. So we'll see what happens.
That you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded.
And if you're wondering who this crazy fucker next to me is, that's Joe from Demons Within. He's now the new co-host on Uncensored Net Noise. We'll get with that in a few minutes here, and I'll tell you how that all worked out. It was kind of like a one-day thing, and it's sort of like, hey, Joe's here. So we'll talk about it in a minute.
All these memories, they surround me.
Yes, the fat Oompa Loompa will not be here anymore, neither. Dom, if you're talking about Dom, no, Dom will not be here anymore. He went on to greener pastures, and he's working with his show on Saturday. So, no, Dom will not be here any longer, if you're kind of curious or wondering where he's at.
Now only broken dreams are all that I found.
'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded.
Also on the show tonight, if you're wondering, we have Morality Check in studio. They're hanging out in the green room right now, and we're going to get to those guys here at the break. So stick around for that as well. They got a bunch of news for us. Some of it good, some of it bad, but we'll get into it when we do the show here.
Caught in my feelings again. They're ringing out inside my head. It's in everything that exists. The walls are slowly closing in, and now I can't pretend. It doesn't matter where I go, 'cause I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak, and now I feel I'm surrounded. It doesn't matter where I go, because I just can't sleep without you here. I just wanna let you know that you make me weak.
Hey, you know what? We can bring music news back, though, Joe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can bring the music news back, and since I think
I say we do that.
yeah. God, how long ago was that, though?
Many years ago.
It's probably.
It seems like many years ago.
Are you got a mic over there?
Don, hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Switch mics. Let's grab one. Grab the other one. I know. The marbles of internet radio.
Hello.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, now we can do music news.
We're live.
Yeah. So, I don't know. How long ago was that, though? That was probably like maybe...
We actually did music news on a show?
Oh, my God. That was probably like studio house days.
Well, no, probably at your old studio.
Lakewood?
On Detroit. Maybe a little bit. No, yeah, because you had a lot more bands in when you were in Lakewood.
Well, you know what? 2014 is going to be different because I'm going to have a shit ton of bands, and I'm already booking the hell out of them already. So
then we have to bring back the music news, especially since now I'm here.
Mm-hmm. So we'll get with that
do it.
too. We also have the a bunch of other stuff as well that we're going to talk about. So give us a second.
I'm surrounded.
All right, you want to call the show? The number is 888-668-0742 or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there right now. There's a couple people in there. I think TC's in there.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's in there.
Hey, TC, what up, fucker?
Yeah, he's in there right now. So he said horns high.
That's it. They're always high, man.
All right, so let's get into this real quick. I was talking to Joe. He was in the studio. He's getting a new CD together, and we'll talk about that too. And when I brought it up to Joe and over a text and said, hey, do you want... Well, Joe wants to come in and learn a little bit more about the audio side, how to set things up. And I said, well, let's come to the studio, hang out, you know? So then we got into all that. And then it went into a text and said, well, I'm looking for a co-host. How about we just kill two birds with one stone? I show you the ins and outs of how the setup audio and stuff like that, and you come in on Fridays when you don't have to play and do the show. And that's how it spawned into Joe being on the show.
I did get it via text, and I had to stall a couple of days, so it looks like my people were going to talk to your people. And
Exactly.
all that shit.
It sort of worked out. So the payment was I had to wait.
Yeah, precisely.
You know?
I had my people contact me.
Right. So it worked.
Agents, all that shit.
Right, all the agents and everything. You know, TC had to call me, and and Billy had to go to the
Corey
bathroom
was a little
naked.
nervous. Corey goes, "Be gentle" or something like that. He sent me some, "Be gentle" or "Take it easy" on me or something. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Not really.
No, we'll be okay. It'll be okay. You know what, Corey? I'm not going to do any stunts at all today because of the news that you're bringing to me. But the next time you do come in studio, be prepared. You're going to be doing a stunt here, buddy. So
I gotta get my dumbass drum in here to do something stupid again.
I want to tase his ass.
Okay.
I definitely want to.
Do we have to put a mat under and can he just hit the concrete?
He can hit the concrete. As long as he signs that waiver, dude, we're good. We're good. He can just hit the concrete. And no one will catch him either.
I need him. Son of a bitch.
Well.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Do it on a time where you guys don't have any gigs and
Gotcha.
you get 6 to 8 weeks for him to heal. Then we'll be okay. Like during the winter months when you're, not
slow
doing
work.
Yeah, slow work.
Unquote.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you got a new CD coming out too, Joe.
Yep, we just started recording it last weekend. Obviously, as you and Ron know,
right?
First 4-song EP release for our new label, Dark Harvest Records.
Okay.
So all the guitar, bass, drums, leads, all done. Supposedly tomorrow, I'm going back to start doing my vocal tracks.
TC said drum machine. That's all you need.
So we can push them on concrete.
Exactly. So
yeah, it's all good. It sounds amazing. Noah at Brainchild Studios in Lakewood is just doing an amazing job. He's seen us. He's ran sound for us many years, so he knew exactly what we were looking for.
He's got a killer studio over
it's
there
badass.
too. I like the studio.
It's badass.
I walked in there and I'm like, I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's
so
a really nice place.
Yep.
I never went to a recording studio. I don't want to give a lot away in the studio, but you just have to go there to check it out, though. But I went in there and I didn't know he has showers in there where you could take a shower if you need to.
Yep. Because he says he does some, obvious out of town bands and stuff like that. So if they're coming in or whatever, so it works out good.
Yeah, it works out. I think so. But I was really surprised when I pulled up to the building. I'm like, where's the sign for studio?
Yeah, it's nice. He has it definitely camouflaged and hidden. So that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to let too many people know anything about it.
And I'm not going to say anything either. But the inside and the quality of the sound in there when I was listening to it was awesome.
Yes. Especially
when they were playing some of the guitar riffs that they were doing in the studio. They came out tremendous, and they sounded really good, too. But, yeah, the new CD's coming out somewhere.
I'd say by the time we're done with the vocals and the mix down mastering, send it out for duplication. I'd say mid to end February.
Awesome. So that'll work.
Yep.
Also, you have a lot of other stuff that's going on too with Demons.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into that just a little bit.
Real quick, we are going to start playing shows again in 2014. We're going to Corey, Pennsylvania on Valentine's Day for a Valentine massacre. And then we'll be back in Springfield, Pennsylvania the following weekend on the 22nd. So we get a lot of shows in Pennsylvania. We got a large following in Pennsylvania. A lot of bands and clubs want us to keep coming back. So fuck it, we're coming back.
So are you going to do more shows out of state now than just like sticking around home?
I'm going to try to do more, yes, because then we can spread out our local stuff. Because the last show we played in Cleveland was the final show at Peabody's.
Yeah.
So if we don't play, we'll talk about a show we're playing in a later segment today, our first local show of 2014, but we'll talk about that later for the memorial show.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I want to play out as much as I can, and if it's out of town, it's out of town. If it's out of state, it's out of state. So I already talked to our record label. They said when we're ready, they're ready. So we'll see what happens this year.
So that'll work out. And that's what I've been trying to say to some of these local bands in Cleveland is that, you don't have to stick at home. Nope. I mean, there's other venues that you can go to. I mean, I know it's probably going to be a drive or whatever, and it's going to be kind of hard on some of the band members, but I mean it's probably it's worth a shot to just go out there and get your name noticed out there.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
And then you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
Along the line, some of those people from PA might come to Ohio just to catch a local show here in Cleveland because they've seen your PA show.
Yep.
So I think more of the local bands here in Cleveland do that. Should branch out more and go to these clubs out of state. And that's the other thing too. Now that Peabody's is gone, there's not that many clubs left around. There's like the Agora, the Fantasy, the Foundry. And Grog Shop, if you really want.
Grog Shop, Beachland.
Yeah, and it's not as where it was before.
Right.
So, and with the whole Agora Peabody's merger,
right.
They're going to corner everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, yes, we all miss Peabody's. But just the location of where the Agora is, the parking situation is much better there.
It's a lot safer.
You have your own parking lot right there. You're not walking around paying for this, doing this. You have more room for bands. You have two big stages as opposed to the little one at the Pirates Cove.
Yeah.
So even if they're running, the main national is through a theater, all bands on the ballroom stage. I mean, that stage is huge. I was talking to Larry a couple weeks ago. He's extending the stage to provide more backline, so when they backline the bands, there's still enough performing room.
That's going to be great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then some of these local clubs here don't have that.
Nope.
You're lucky you'll be able to get 2 bands up there,
right?
And the other band is like staged away in the back somewhere.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of rough though. But yeah, I mean, I get it. It works out. So, all right, we got a bunch of news we're going to get into really quick, and then there's one in particular that Joe touched on, and it is the memorial benefit that is coming up for Dale over at the Fantasy. If you don't know who Dale is, Dale was the sound guy over at the Fantasy Concert Club, and he ran sound for many birthday bashes, and he also ran sound for Rally Check and Demons and just about half
the best.
All the bands, just about every band here in Cleveland he did. He passed away. I don't know the whole specifics and how he passed away or what happened to him. But there is a benefit concert coming up, and Joe, you got the paperwork right over there somewhere.
March 7th.
March 7th is the date that it's happening, and I think it's
a 2-day thing.
Yeah,
March 7th and 8th are going to have the thing, but we're actually going to play it on March 7th with Necros Obscura. I know there's probably going to be a shit ton of bands wanting to get on it. So, I mean, it's for a good cause. I mean, like I said, he was one of the best in Cleveland. Very easy to work with. You know, once he dials your sound in, the next time you play there, I mean, he goes, yep, I got it. Just, and it's a tragedy, and, that we definitely wanted to get involved when we got asked to do it. So,
now
March 7th.
The tickets for the show is what? Like $9 or something, like $10 again.
7 I would say probably between 7 and 10 if I had to take a guess.
Just give them 20. Walk in, $20 tickets. I mean, it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
All the money that is raised at the door is going to his family.
Right.
So they need the money to, for the proper burial for Dale and everything else.
Michelle's not taking any of it. It's for the family. So
she's also giving part of the bar away too.
Yep.
So there's
going to be pizza and everything there. So a lot of different genres of bands. It's just going to be a whole collaboration. So get out there March 7th to the Fantasy.
I know she said some punk bands are going to be there. There's going to be some DJs there that night, and then I guess she wants to end it with the metal bands.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's what it said on the Facebook or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a cool event. I'll be there. I'm gonna check it out. It might not be a show, but we'll be there at or whatever. But yeah, if you're going to be in town and you're around Lakewood or whatever, stop over at the Fantasy. I know, like we said, it's like the tickets are like $10 or something like that, but just give them $20, man. Just help out the family so that way they can, get Dale what he needs and have a proper burial and make sure everything's paid for that needs to be paid for. Because I honestly, I know of Dale, but I really didn't know any personal stuff about him. I just knew that he was the best sound guy in Cleveland. When it came to local bands here in Cleveland. But I really didn't get too much to know him. I mean, the time I spent over at the Lakewood studio when we were there, Dale would come down when he's done setting up for the day and waiting just for the bands, the back line and set up and everything. He'd come down to my studio and hang out for a little bit and talk. But I really didn't get personal with it. It was always business.
It's business, yeah.
It's always business stuff.
I mean, that's what he was there for.
Right.
I mean, he did what he had to do. He went in there. He knew what he had to do. He had to take care of the bands, and that's what he did. So, and he was very good at it.
He was an IT guy, according to TC.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it's going to be for a great cause. So stop over at the Fantasy and check out the show. Demons is going to be there.
Yep, that'll be our first show of this year, in a local show, I should say.
That'll work then. In other news, we got a bunch of stories here. Joe, go ahead and start off with one. I don't care which one you start off with. I don't care.
You mean Frankenboobs here?
Yeah, we can start off with Frankenboobs if you want.
This is horrific. I mean, I know my guitarist TC is a boob man, but this is fucking ridiculous.
Every time I'm on Facebook, it's always TC's pick of the day, and it's always someone with some big ass boobs or some giant ass.
This is just disgusting. Yeah. I mean, it's. What was she thinking? I
think Corey would hit it.
Huh?
I think Corey would hit it.
Well, probably. I mean, he's in there drunk right now, so if she was here, maybe we'd do a segment on that.
She looks like she got hit with an ugly stick.
Yeah, I mean, this article, if I remember reading it correctly, it said she's had more procedures because of it.
Right.
The fuck what happened to her face?
Right, exactly. She had these.
How does that affect the breast augmentation? We'll call it professional because that's what it started with then. But what the hell?
Well, if she's got all that saline, I don't know if they still use saline or not. But if all that saline goes to her boobs. Some of it might have leaked and went to her lips. I don't know.
Leaked up?
Leaked up or something. Or it's going through her body. Her fucking brain's expanding or something. I don't know what the hell her problem is. But
she has problems.
Yeah, big problems. And to top it all up, she's a porn model and she also does porn for a living. I don't know who would actually have sex with this chick. Or why would they have sex with this chick?
Didn't it say something like the cup size is an O?
Well, she wants to go to Z.
What the flip is an O?
She wants to go to Z. She wants to go to the end of the fucking alphabet.
Tom, TC wouldn't even touch that, and he's a boob man.
I bet you if the boobs were sitting in front, of TC, TC would want to.
Oh, that's gross.
I know he would because he sees these giant headlights. He's gonna want to.
That's wrong.
No, it's not. Look. To be honest, she's ugly as hell. But the thing is, if you think about it for a minute, if you're looking at her and she's in front of you, face to face, and all you're staring at is boobs, and she's saying, "Look up here." No, I'm not looking up there. I'm looking at your boobs because those things are huge.
I'm just sitting back and looking, going, "What the fuck were you thinking?"
I'm not looking at her face. A plastic bag or a fucking paper bag will handle that one. I mean, it's just her huge ass boobs that you're staring at, though. But the thing I'm getting, what does her kids actually think about it? I read a story about it. I did some backline.
She has kids?
She has kids. She has like 3 of them or something like that. And her kids are tired of their friends saying all kinds of negative stuff about their mother because she has all these, she has these huge boobs, and especially when it's like parents teachers conference meeting and they have to go in and talk to the teacher or whatever. She's always embarrassing her kids with these boobs. It's not that she's doing it on purpose, like she doesn't say something stupid or whatever. It's just that the tops that she wears when she goes in there, she's not wearing a muumuu. She's wearing like these skimpy ass tops or whatever. And she's trying to like squeeze into like a size 1, and it's not happening, So
nor will it ever.
Or yeah, exactly. So I don't understand the whole concept of why she wants to do this. But now she's all up in arms because her boobs are too big and it's causing problems for her.
But she still wants to go to a Z.
But yeah, and again, and then the other thing I read was she wants to go to Z. So I don't know if this chick is actually like fucking loose up there in her head.
I'm going to vote for that, yes.
She's fucking wacko or something, but I think she needs psychiatric help.
Yeah, she doesn't need any more surgeries.
No, she doesn't.
She needs to talk to somebody.
She needs to find Jesus.
Found God.
Something.
I don't think that would help either, but anyway.
If she can find Jesus, and, she might be okay, though. But I hate to see when they bury her, when she dies.
Well, they're not going to bury her in water.
So, well, okay. Let's say hypothetically, they bury her with a coffin. So are they going to have a coffin that's shaped as boobs
Quite
on the top,
possibly.
and then just her boobs would fill in the little gaps, the indentation in the coffin? Is it how it's going to happen? Or
the coffin could look like an almond joy bar.
There you go.
The regular coffin is a Mounds bar, which doesn't make sense to me, but almond joy, so it has that
the hump.
The hump, yeah, that's it.
So there you go.
So she needs an almond joy casket.
Right. So
somebody get on that. Gene Simmons' A Kiss is probably right on it now because, he's an opportunist.
Oh, my God.
So
I'm going to get into that, too. There's a story that's not pulled, but I'm going to get into that, too. They're fucking sellouts. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I'm done with that band. I mean, I grew up with Kiss. I mean, that's the reason I started playing music, but
fucking sellouts.
Just stop.
But, yeah, now the other aspect is let's say hypothetically they cremate her.
Can you cremate all that shit that's in her body?
I'm wondering.
Will she just go? I mean, literally, she'll go up in flames.
She might burn down the crematorium. So that might be a problem. Or will they take all those damn things out?
I would think once she's lying on the table like a side of beef, somebody's going to have to hack something out of that. I mean, this, for just science or for, medical experiments going, this is what not to do.
Look, I'll be the fall guy. When she passes away, just call me. I want to go there and just poke it and pop it.
Or you might have to fight TC for that spot in the line.
Just pop it, Just give me like a fork and I'll just pop it, and then all the goo will come out or whatever. And then she'll just be like flat chested and nothing she'll be like a pile of goo on the table.
Literally.
So, I don't know. To me, it's just weird. And she wants to go to the Z cup or whatever.
But then how is she sitting and having all these medical side effects and she wants to keep going?
Well, the medical side effects, one is she's got back problems from what I've been hearing. Of course, it's the weight of those fucking boobs you have. And the other thing is that it's your kids that are
You're
fucked
fucking
up
with
in
your
the head.
kids. I mean,
your kids are fucked up in the head.
They didn't ask for this. They didn't go out and say, yes.
So yeah, that's one thing that kind of like pisses me off, though, that they got kids involved. And these kids aren't like teenage kids; they're like middle school kids. So that's not good. I mean, if my mother had those size boobs, I probably would already murder her. I'm sorry. She would be dead. I'm sorry. Mom, if you're listening,
I hope you're not listening to that segment.
Right. I hope you're not listening.
We can't even bleep that out now.
No, I'm sorry. But literally, she would probably agree with me. She says, I want you to kill me if I get boobs that big. So the thing is that I don't think if you really think about it for a minute, she's not all right up there in the head. So with her whole thing with the, medical problems and messing with her kids and and all this other stuff. If you wanted to stop, go to a normal size. That's all you have to do.
Before this happens.
Right, exactly.
Zoom in on that before it happens.
Right. I mean, if you look, the picture, if you want to see the picture, it's on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Uncensored Net Noise. Go there, and scroll down a little bit. There's a bunch of stories that we posted, but there is a picture of this chick. Her boobs are literally down to her vagina. That's how low they hang. They look like two saggy
it's
kitties.
Gross, man. It's gross. Right. I'm sorry, it's gross.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's fucking stupid. But, all right, what else we got over there? Anything good?
Let's see where we want to go next. I mean, do we want to touch on the Dale thing? We want to go somewhere else, come back with the Dale thing?
Yeah, come back with the Dale thing.
All right. Yeah. Well, there's something about some naked chick and angel wings.
Yeah. Go into that story a little bit. Read a little bit of it. You have to get the gist. The top paragraph is what you need to read.
All right. Well, apparently this was in, where the hell was this? Arkansas, maybe?
Yeah, it's in Arkansas.
A naked woman wearing a pair of angel wings was arrested early yesterday morning, spotted walking down the street. 47, about 3:20 in the morning, with angel wings and nothing else.
That's bar time, letting out.
Okay. I mean, was she drunk? Did she see the chick with the boobs and say, I want to upstage her?
Nothing's going to upstage the chick with the boobs.
No, but she was trying. So she was walking around naked and with angel wings on.
Yeah, so she's got these angel wings on her.
She's 47, apparently. I mean, it says in the story
cougar.
she's 47.
She's a cougar.
Cougar 911. And
right.
911 was definitely called, apparently.
Right. The cops came. Basically, they saw her with these angel wings on. She's butt freaking naked. She's walking around the streets in Arkansas. And you know that if you live in Arkansas, there's going to be some backwood redneck that's going to be driving around. And he's going to see this chick, and he's going to try to hump her. So, I mean... The thing is with all that, I mean, it had to be drugs or it had to be alcohol. Well, the whole thing was, I think it was drugs because it didn't really get into great detail.
No, it didn't.
Of what it was. I think it was like PCP or heroin or something like that.
She apparently resisted arrest.
Right, so she's fighting the cops. I did read that.
So she resisted arrest. Right. So obviously the wings couldn't help her fly away, so that's good.
No, and she's not hot, TC. No, she wouldn't be the.
Is that what he asked her?
Yeah, she's not the TC pick of the day.
Neither is the chick with the big boobs.
No,
moving on.
No, so even with the angel wings, wouldn't even make an improvement.
No,
she's cougarish and.
Well, obviously February 4th we might hear more on it because that's when she has to show up in court.
Right,
but she's still sitting in jail right now.
Right. The other thing is too is local news here. Speaking of court dates and everything, since you brought that up. Rover. You hear about Rover?
No, he's an ass, but go on.
Yeah, he's going to court. He's got his court date set for May for that incident that happened down there by the lake by his boat. Evidently, he's lighting off fireworks and pushing a cop or shoving a cop or something like that, allegedly. So, yeah, his court date.
That whole show is a cluster.
Right. I listened to it the other day, and I guess they gave this chick some boobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was some sort of contest that they had or whatever, and they had a doctor come in and give this chick like A-cup breast to
what did they have to do in the contest? Do you know? Or
I don't know. Probably give Rover an alleged blowjob or something. I don't know, but the whole concept was stupid. And then the top it all off is that they took video of this and they showed it up on their RMG TV, which he stole from fucking MSC. He's seen us doing it, and he decided, and I don't care what anybody says, oh, Rover's been doing it. No, he hasn't. That motherfucker wasn't doing any kind of video production, any kind of video, anything, until he actually saw what we were doing here, because he would come to our website, sign in just to look around.
Oh, really?
All the time. So, and there's nobody else out there with Rover at Rover Media or RoverRadioMedia.com or whatever.
Oh, really?
So that was the only person that had that username.
Gotcha.
And that email. So I know he was looking around what we were doing. So now he's got this RMG TV, but to get to the point, he's got this chick that he gave boobs to standing there with her top up, just showing her boobs. And then the chick, it so happened that the chick's picture popped up on my Facebook page. And you should have seen the comments coming from all these different people that seen the picture, calling her, an asshole for getting them, and Rover's a dick, and this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. And she so happens to type in there, the haters are gonna hate. I hate that. I hate that. I mean, no, they're telling you the truth, bitch. I mean, why would you let that freaking douchebag Rover even decide to give you boobs in the first place?
Right.
I mean,
when trying to find out what the contest was, we should probably look into what they had to do to get them.
So I'm gonna get. You know what I think I'm gonna do is find me a person that can give someone a. You ever watch South Park where Randy was bouncing around on his nuts? I want to see if I can get someone the biggest nuts. That's what I want to do, so they can jump around on them like a beanbag and shit. That's what I want to see. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
I'll be absent that day.
Right.
So I won't be in the studio.
Maybe we
that
can
day.
get George.
So.
Maybe we can get George from Morality Check to do it or something. I don't know. He's done the milk challenge before. Maybe we can get him to do the nut challenge or something. All right, real quick. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to get Morality Check in studio. We're going to talk to these guys for a little bit, find out what's going on. A lot more on the show. We got some videos we're going to play too as well. A couple music videos, one from Impending Lies and then the other one from Morality Check. So stick around. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Don't touch that mouse, or we'll come to your home and pistol whip you. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Hey, this is Steve Snyder from Twisted Sister, and you're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningshowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
You want a date? I'm gonna puke on you. Gee, I don't think I have a price for that.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Right here on morningshowcentral.com. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here. Uncensored Net Noise on morningshowcentral.com. Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/morningshowcentral. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Prepare to get your cock rocked to kingdom come.
Welcome back to the show that doesn't discriminate. We'll bang everyone equally.
You can handle that? You got a job.
It's Uncensored Net Noise.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on morningshowcentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
There's a lot of clubs here in Cleveland. There used to be a lot of clubs in Cleveland.
Tons of them.
Now there's not. There's very limited clubs to play here in Cleveland. That's why it's very important for these local bands to get out of Cleveland, to go and try to spread their wings a little bit and try to find some way to, move forward with their, with their band or their group or their whatever. So, that being said, if, like I said, I think with Peabody's and the Agora joining forces, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
So
I'm excited.
I'm really excited too.
If you play the tape of our show backwards, you'll discover a secret message. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. You want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742. Or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there right now. Check the archive of our show out at the website, uncensorednetnoise.com. Like us on Facebook, Uncensored Net Noise. And follow us on Twitter at MSC Radio Network. All right, I got morality check-in, but before we do, I got a video that they shot a while ago, one of their music videos. I think it's the one that you have,
actual video.
Actual music video that you guys got. Now, are you guys be working on some more soon, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we have to redo the audio for this video.
Yeah.
This video probably should never been released when it did.
Well, hey,
Recently released video.
Yeah. Well, hey, it is what it is for now. I mean, it's a good video. I like the concept of it. It was great. I get what you're saying about, certain little things in it, but I liked it. It was good. So let's go ahead and play that video for him now. So we'll be right back.
See here.
Was in trust. Can't believe what you did to me. You grabbed my heart in two. Now that you're gone, I'm lost without you. Burning from inside. How can I go on? Now that you're gone, I see I love you. These scars will never fade. Decisions that I made, wishing you had stayed and kept me in your life. The deals that I made, the devil that I paid, but I'm the one betrayed. I had to take your life. You have my heart, but now you have to break it. Never been enough to me.
Uncensored Net Noise. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the fine people at the FCC for being such f***ing Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right. We just heard or seen the music video from Morality Check. You missed it and want to check it out again, you can go to their website, moralitycheckmusic.com. It's on there. It's in their video section of their website. But I talked to Corey probably, what was it, maybe a week ago or something like that, prior to even, all I want to do is bring you in to talk about, your CD, what was going on. And then you said, well, I get a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what do you mean you got a little bit more? So...
Is this first time broadcasting it? What the news is?
Yes, this is all exclusive tonight.
Yeah. So
everything we're going to talk about tonight's all exclusive.
You want to turn him up a little bit, Chris?
Yeah,
I can't hear him.
I think this mic's messed up. Chip.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're good. I hear you good. So getting into the whole thing, let's start first with the CD, and then we'll get into all the other stuff. So when do you think the CD is going to be ready to go?
It's basically all we have to do is get the mixing done on the CD. Everything's tracked. It has a basic mix already. We're just seeking someone to fine tune everything.
Okay.
And we're probably going to go with where Demons went. We're going to check them out.
Okay, cool. And I don't know how to segue into it though. Kind of rough though.
What happened?
I sort of I know what's going on, but I really don't know how to segue into it. Well, here, let me give you a little backstory. When I first found out something was going on, I sent Corey a message on Facebook, and I said, "Hey, do you want to come on the show, talk about the CD, blah blah blah?" And then he said something cryptic to me, and I'm like,
he got a boob job?
Well, TC said TC in the chat said he's doing gay porn with Billy from your band, but that's not it.
With
either.
Boobs?
Yeah. And then it was kind of cryptic. Then I said, well, I let it ponder for like 24 hours. So then I immediately went to George, and I said, George, what's going on? George's like, I can't say nothing.
He did the whole thing like, oh, well, Mom won't tell me. Let me see what Dad will tell me.
Right, exactly. So I said, I'm going to
tell you. Am I the mom?
Did anybody tell Well, yeah, you're getting the boob job, so did anybody tell you?
So George didn't tell me shit. All right. And then I went back to Corey.
I gave you a little
He gave me a little bit, but I kind of knew what was going on, little bits and pieces. Then I went back to Corey. I saw him online. I said, fucker, you better answer me. And he finally answered me, and he told me what was going on. I said, motherfucker. And now you're here, so take it away, Corey.
Okay, Morality Check is now a 4-piece band. Tommy Torado, our one guitar player, he decided to go out on his own. He just had some personal issues he had to deal with, and more power to him. I mean, we're going to do it as a 4-piece now.
Now, was there like any bad blood or
no,
anything like that?
absolutely no bad blood.
Was there any type of, did you see it coming? Did you feel it coming? Or did it just like one morning, boom, hey dudes, I'm leaving?
We kind of seen it coming. It was just, we were practicing at Tommy's place in his basement, and he kept having floods in the basement.
Right.
Major floods, though. I'm not talking just, getting a shop vac. I mean, they have to dig around his house and everything.
Okay.
And last time it happened, I think that really just set him off. Him and George and Aaron, they were doing the Ozzy tribute band. The singer quit on them, and I think that took a toll on him too, because that was a big part of his life. I mean, I don't want to speak for Tommy, but it was nothing personal with anybody in the band. It was just he said he's done doing the band thing. He wants to do some of his own solo work, because Tommy was doing solo work prior to joining Morality Check, which was 7 years ago.
Yeah, we played his music video last week on the show, which was pretty cool.
Back to Me.
Yeah, Back to Me. So we played that video. And, believe it or not, though, I mean, looking at the video counts on that video and going on his Reverb Nation, he's getting a lot of traffic for just that video.
Well, on
that song, too.
On the new CD we're working on that we're finishing up, we read song.
Okay.
I mean, nothing like his song, and nothing like he originally did it. We made it more metal, and
I just couldn't believe when
more
I saw
metal vocals.
Right.
And
I couldn't believe the voice that came out of that video when I saw it. I'm like, that's Tom? No, it can't be Tom. Tom's nowhere near that voice. I mean, but it was, and which is phenomenal. But I like Tom. Tom's an awesome guy. He's like a brother, and I'm not going to say anything bad about him.
It's hard, and it's like when you're with someone in your band for that long,
right?
It's like breaking up with a girlfriend.
Exactly.
It really is.
Yeah, and I know you guys for years. I mean, since we started this stupid thing, and we've been, constantly, doing things together over the years, and it's. When I first heard the news, I kind of freaked out, and George, finally, he had to calm me down because one of those little panic bitches over there, and he's like, "Just shut the fuck up. You'll be fine. We're fine. We're not breaking up."
Talk him off the ledge.
Yeah, he talked me off the ledge basically. So I thought the band was breaking up, but it was, that's not the case. Morality Check's still going to be around. They're just going to be minus one guitarist.
Yeah, Tommy is an amazing guitar player. Anybody that's ever heard him, he studied Randy Rhoads and Zakk Wylde and Jackie Lee for his whole life. That's why he was doing the Ozzy Black Sabbath tribute for so long. That was his baby. But he's looking more into doing maybe a lot of studio work for other bands, possibly moving to Vegas and doing work out there. So, I mean, I wish him the best, and, I think if the door's always open.
Right.
The door's always open.
What was your first initial reaction when you found out the news, though?
Well, like I said, it seemed like it was coming for a while. We kind of, we seen the signs come in, and we had to kind of talk them out of it before.
Were you kind of pissed? Were you kind of pissed off though?
Not really. We seen it. I mean,
upset basically.
Yeah, we weren't really pissed. We were more just bummed out.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like losing a girlfriend.
Exactly.
But you know what? If it's not in your heart anymore, what's the point of doing it?
Yeah. Now, how about you, George? What did you think about the whole thing?
Same as Corey. We saw it coming. I told him, it's kind of like a relationship. I'm like, don't stay for our sake because it'll make us happy, and then you be miserable. I'm like, just do whatever makes you happy.
Right.
I wasn't gonna sit there and say, oh no, stay. I'm like, it's whatever you feel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get what you guys are saying, though, and it was kind of rough, though. I mean, Joe, I hate to use you as an example, but your band has gone through so many changes over the past 2 years.
Yep.
And with drummers
it's the industry, man.
Right.
I mean, it's not everybody has it in their blood. Yeah. They can't make the sacrifice, the time, effort, and it just gets too much for them, and they get overwhelmed, and they have to leave.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I've done it, for the last ever since I put the band together in 2008.
Yeah.
I made member changes. I mean, that's part of it. There's some points in time I'm like, do I want to keep doing it? But, I'm going to keep doing it till I can't do it anymore, and just keep if the lineup changes, and we're just going to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
So
people have been asking us, are we going to replace him? Are we going to get another guitar player? We have no desire for reasons. Number one, it's hard to find the right person. All of us have been together for so long. It's more than just playing music. It's a brotherhood. It's family and everything. And then when you're getting not just another member in a band, but you're getting drama possibly. You don't know that backstory and writing. This band, we just click when we write. We work together. We know how to write together,
right?
And we just don't want to deal with that right now. We want to,
focus on the music.
We got Pipe Man, Wesley Pipes. He's, still playing. He's writes all the rhythms, and now he's doing leads and everything too. And me and him been together for before Morality Check. We were in Wallace Sound together, so we got the 4 members, and we're gonna just keep it that way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say you're better off doing it that way, but I see what you're saying as far as bringing someone in and bringing the baggage that they have into the band when you already have an established band working, and it's working, the formula's working, and then you bring someone in, and then you have to retrain them all those things.
Yep.
And
we have a big category of songs, and then also to add with what Morality Check is doing now, we're going to be going out under a different name. We're doing all covers. We're going to do hard rock, metal covers.
Okay.
Some classic rock too, but we're going from like Queensryche to Danzig to like Tom Petty and the Beatles even. We're doing all, Anthrax, everything.
So, yeah. And then when there is a Morality Check show, it'll be a Morality Check.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
But will there be covers in that too, or just Morality Check only?
Well, Morality Check, we a lot of the covers we do, we remanufacture. We don't keep them the same like Wanted Dead or Alive. We totally redid that. So a lot of the songs we do covers, we make them our own. And,
right.
But as the cover band, we just to gain some new fans, new people. We'll do the cover band, play a couple Morality Check songs, just get the name out there to new people.
Yeah. Now, are you thinking about moving more out of Cleveland to do a lot more Cleveland shows, or are you going to try to stick around town a little bit more?
Actually, we're doing that as a side gig to not just get, Morality Check a little bit more known, but to make a little money on the side too.
Right.
Because originals don't pay.
No. Yeah, you're right. You're
unless you're very well established.
Exactly. And you've been in it. You're actually making money at it and stuff like that. Or some labels picked you up and you're on the verge of making money.
Yeah. Well, if they're if a major label's picking you up, you're making money already.
Well, not really. I mean, you got to wait until all this is done. But yeah, I know what you're saying though. But yeah, it was sad news when I heard it, and
it's sad. Like I said, it is sad. Tommy's going to be very missed.
Yeah,
very missed.
And like in the chat room, they're saying he's one of the biggest and best guitarists out there in Cleveland right now.
Yeah.
So. he was a huge asset for Morality Check.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So I don't think there's going to be any kind of an issue, with Neil taking over.
No.
So I think there won't be any kind of an issue with that at all. And the rest of the band, you guys are tight knit, so I don't think there's going to be any problem with that as well. So I'm just happy that the band's not breaking up.
No.
And I can actually, change my diaper now.
How will it change the writing?
Yeah.
When you guys were writing before, obviously you have 2 guitar parts, and you have, so existing songs, is going to have to change that structure, and then, moving forward, is it going to be a different feel from what you guys have done in the past, or?
As far as the writing goes, I'm not too concerned about it because, like I said, most of the stuff we write, Wesley Pipes, he made all the rhythms. He made most of the melodies and everything. And then a lot of the stuff that Tommy did was more just like the background feels that go over vocals and everything.
Okay. Now, he's got a lot of,
Tommy was a lead guitar player as far as playing leads, flavoring up the songs. But
he's basically the pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the meal. And just peppers a little bit, and then it's fine. So, but yeah, I get it. But the writing style, now there's going to be just the 4 of you guys, writing the music. Is that going to change the whole concept of what you're trying to do, or
no?
Or did Tommy have a lot of input into some of the songwriting that was with the band?
We all had our own input into it.
Okay.
It was basically when we come to rehearsal, somebody would have an idea, and we'd all work off of that. And if it was good, we'd we'd keep it. If not, we'd just scrap it.
Yeah.
But all of us had our own input on every song we do.
That's awesome. So, in retrospect,
and that's another reason why I said, we don't want to get another guitar player.
Right.
It's like, okay, that's hard to find, that person that you can replace, that can do that can fill that void, that can come in and click like the rest of the guys.
Like you said earlier, you guys are getting too old to start bringing new people in.
It's not even starting. Yeah. I had someone make a comment to me about, why don't you guys just start fresh at the name change? And
why?
Exactly. I'm too old to go and start a brand new band.
Right.
We have, we might not be out in the limelight. We might not be playing out every other week, but people
the
know
name
the
is
name.
still known.
Yeah.
When you
the check mark, the logo.
The thing is too is that when you post something on Facebook, the Facebook, the Morality Check Facebook has been dormant for a little while, and not a whole lot of stuff's been posted on it. But when there is a post from Morality Check, there's a ton of comments, from all the fans, and they're wondering where you guys are, and they're happy that they sing something from you guys. So you guys are still well known in Cleveland and in Columbus too. So with that being said, I don't think there's going to be kind of an issue.
No.
Do you think there's going to be any kind of an issue with the change and losing Tom at all?
No. Like I said, it was all discussed, and Tommy didn't want any hard feelings. So it was one thing he stressed. He's like, I don't want this to be, I don't want it to be weird between any of us. He goes, I love all you guys like brothers, but it was just, it was time for him to move on.
Right. Let's say Tommy gets, situated, works everything out that he has to work out, and then he comes back. Would you open arms?
Me personally, absolutely. I think there, we'd have to talk as a whole group,
right?
Because it's always, we have to talk to each other.
Yeah.
But
that's one thing bands are missing, though. They don't talk to each other anymore. It's like it's one person making the decision, and that's it. You know?
We don't. That's not how we work.
Yeah,
that's not how we work.
And that's what I like about when I had a couple of gigs that I threw you guys. You're through your way a couple times. And the first thing I do is I send it to Corey. No, I send it to George. And then I send it to Corey. And then, because I know Corey doesn't check his phone all the time, so I know George does. And I know George will text Corey and say, hey, Chris just sent us something. Here it is. And then I know Corey's going to see it. So that's how I usually do it. But, I don't think, with all that being said, I think Morality Check is going to be able to work around all this and be able to have the gigs that you want. And I know that you guys pick and choose some of the, the venues that you're doing. And, dude, you have all the right to do that because some of the fucking venues that are out here have the dumbest fucking things like and I'm just going to say it, the fucking Battle of the Bands They're fucking dumb. Stop doing them. Just
Yeah,
get rid of them.
We keep getting asked to do those.
Just get rid of them. They're stupid. There's no reason to even battle against another Cleveland band because you're all trying to strive for the same fucking goal. So stop the battle of the bands bullshit.
Yeah, as soon as I see that in the subject line, I'm like, yeah, I'm not reading this.
Right.
Joe asked earlier about like songs we already have that are morality check songs we already recorded and that we've been playing for years with 2 guitar players.
Right.
And we talked about that. We have little surprises with that as far as
yeah.
I don't want to spill the beans, but we have stuff in the works for that.
We got ideas.
You guys,
you have to come to the next show and you'll see.
You guys have the biggest thing you might have to do is find a place to rehearse now, right? Because didn't you say you guys?
Well, we're at Wesley Pipes now. We're doing it down there. He's in Orange, so we're with all the rich people now.
We're making a little trek.
Well, stop. Let's go back a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm forcing a guitar on Corey.
No.
No.
Oh no.
No.
George can't do it. He's got drums back.
I'm
here,
going to play it with my mouth.
And we're not replacing him like we did Ron, so that's not happening either.
So it can't be
because with the keyboards we just sample everything.
Yeah, the sampler. I'm like, no, I don't think you're gonna do it with the sample.
No,
but
you just gotta have to wait and see. Because we still
have the wheels. They're not gonna tell you, man.
We have to test out the theory to see how this works.
Have you tested it though?
No.
So you don't even
know.
Untested.
Aaron said he did.
Aaron brought an idea of something that's worked. We got to see if it works with us.
Okay. If it does,
it'll work.
All right. Well,
I'm interested to see how it works, so we'll find out Sunday.
You said it's gonna work, but do you have your doubts?
No, I'm curious.
You're curious.
I want to see how this
Have
works.
you ever seen it done before?
No.
Now you got me intrigued.
It's good. Yeah. When we found out about it, we're like, that's not a bad idea. But it's surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we know the sample's still going to be there with the keyboards, but
no, we're not putting guitars on the Digi-Round.
Yeah, right. I don't think how that. Well, George is too busy back here fucking playing, and all of a sudden he's going to hit the fucking Digi to get the fucking guitar riff. No, that ain't going to work.
No, it's not.
No, that won't work either. Unless you put it on a fucking pedal.
Nope. No, you'll never figure it out. So
I'm busy enough back there.
Right. Exactly.
Moving on.
I don't know. All right.
Next.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get more with Morality Check, and we got some news and everything, and a couple more music videos that we're going to play, too. So stick around. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise on morningshowcentral.com.
Uncensored Net Noise.
Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
morningshowcentral.com. Got time in your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Ow!
What?
Ow!
Send us an email. Hit the Contact Us page on morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. User-friendly
and ready to serve.
morningshowcentral.com.
If you have a product or service,
let people know about it.
Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think.
And the whole planet is listening.
Find out how you can advertise.
Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
Call the show toll free.
1-888-668-0742.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more,
Guitar Center has you covered.
Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade.
With the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area.
They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. morningshowcentral.com uses them.
You should too.
Need to know more?
Go to guitarcenter.com. MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following.
This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network. User-friendly
and ready to serve.
morningshowcentral.com.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel
dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy.
with plans starting at only $3 $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
This is President Barack Obama, and you're listening to MSC Radio Network.
Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh, ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here.
Uncensored Net Noise
on morningshowcentral.com. There's more to life than mindless entertainment. You'll find out right after our show.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on morningshowcentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. Lakewood Computer, located at 14035 Madison Avenue in Lakewood, has it all. If you're in need of computer repairs or want to cut the cost of ink cartridges and printing supplies, count on Lakewood Computer in Lakewood, Ohio to provide it all. For the past 5 years, Lakewood Computer has been providing you with a huge assortment of computer equipment and services at very competitive prices. Lakewood Computer purchases and sells pre-owned desktops, laptops, and related equipment, and they offer outstanding prices on aftermarket printing supplies, including toner cartridges and ink cartridges. With 29 years of professional experience, Lakewood Computer is highly confident in their ability to enhance your overall computing experience. Check them out online at joeslakewoodcomputer.com. That's joeslakewoodcomputer.com. Or give them a call toll-free, 855-580-0768. That's 855-580-0768.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. And almost taste Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs. So damn good.
The putrid stench of bitter decay. Patches of skin have withered away. Rotted husk of immortal man. None can breathe and none withstand.
Uncensored Net Noise.
I do have a good friend of ours on the show right now, Mark Eisenhart. We're going to talk to him for a little bit, find out what's going on with him. So the first thing I want to talk about is your boo. Who's your boo?
Yeah. I was typing. I had just a minute to type that in there, so I think there's a couple typos.
Yeah.
I'm actually really going to be glad when this book is done and it's out and the story is told in its entirety, when the human interest part of it comes out. You know, Monday is the 4-year anniversary of my dad's death, and so the book is obviously going to detail my relationship with my dad and why things played out the way they did, and it's the bigger picture. So
It's the best thing to come out of a box.
Come out of a box.
Since Jessica Alba was born.
Oh, it's so delicious I can almost taste it. Taste.
Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, we're back. We're back. All right, you want to call the show? The number's 888-668-0742, or get to the website, morningshowcentral.com. Jump in the chat. I'm in there right now. Miss any part of the show, go to our website, uncensorednetnoise.com. There you'll be able to find all the archives of this show and all the other ones that we did. Taking out 2010. That's going to happen this weekend, so if you liked any of those shows in 2010, they're going to be removed from the server to make room for 2014. There you go. So I can't keep them all up there. If I was able to keep all 7 years up there, I would probably be paying $3,000 a month for hosting services.
You could put them all on YouTube, though, right?
Well, yeah. Mark, you got a job to do, buddy.
Hope you didn't have any plans tonight, Mark.
So yeah, you got to put a bunch of shows up on YouTube for me. So I do have a video that I do want to play. It's from our good friends over at Impending Lies. This is one of their first videos, music videos. Actually, they got a couple of music videos. Their first one I played last week on the show. This is their other music video that we're going to play here in a second, though. But if you are in a local band and you want your video played on this show, the easiest way to do it is send me the link. Send it to shows at morningshowcentral.com. Again, it's shows with an S at morningshowcentral.com. Send me the link to your music video, and we'll be able to have it for next week. So, all right, you ready in there, Mark? Go ahead and let's play this video from Impending Lies.
How much faith can you see as you blindly look up from your
Some morning shows are like a zoo.
Ours isn't quite that sophisticated.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, guys, we're back. Got a bunch of music, a bunch of news that we're going to talk about, and I got a couple of little music news things I want to talk about. I told you at the beginning of the show I want to talk about Kiss, and now that I got Morality Check here, they can chime in on it.
Let me hear ya.
Now, has any of you guys seen that video with Kiss doing the Walmart endorsement yet?
Heard about it, but haven't seen it.
Oh my God! Hey, do me a favor, Mark. Go to YouTube on that computer in there on that laptop and pull up the video for Kiss, the Kiss endorsement video for Walmart. Just type in Kiss Walmart and it should pop up right on YouTube, and then that way we can play it on the show. But anyways, Kiss is now doing some sort of endorsement video for Walmart. They're all dressed up in their gear and everything, and they're meeting and greeting people at the door, and they're saying, you know, welcome to Walmart and everything like that. And, you know, it's just, to me, it's a fucking sellout. I mean, you're the biggest.
Wait a minute.
They've been sold out for years, man.
Well, no, I know. With Gene Simmons with his family jewels shit and all this other. I get that. That's okay. But here's the topping on the cake: the whole welcome to Walmart bullshit now with Kiss. That right there sealed the deal for those guys. You know, to me it's total bullshit.
I don't want to say that they're not selling out from doing that, but quite a few bands have done that with Walmart. Even AC/DC did it. I can't think of anybody else, but I know more than one band has done it though.
Right. Well, here, but it gets to the point where Gene Simmons is ringing out people in his music video, and the chick gives him an Aerosmith CD.
Commercial or music video?
It's a commercial, dude.
Okay.
This is airing on TV now. Okay, and the chick hands him a Aerosmith CD. He looks at the CD and throws it over his head. And it's like that's like a slap in the face to Aerosmith,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, they're cracking. He's cracking on Aerosmith, but then you got, fucking all the other band members in the band selling fucking cakes and shit in the bakery at Walmart and stuff. And then you got one dude from the band in the lingerie section. Well, no, actually the guy section of the Walmart putting shirts up against them saying, it looks good or whatever, you know?
That's Gene Simmons' way of saying that him and Paul Stanley are the other two guys, they're the non-original members, they're the Gentiles of the band, so they're working over in bakery and housing.
Yeah. HB, what is it? Health and beauty products. Yeah, that's where they were also in there too, in this video. But to me, it's just.
Well, you seen? I don't know if you. I'm probably behind in the times, but I just seen that Paul Stanley put something out about with the Rock Hall induction that he doesn't want anything to do with Ace Frehley or Peter Criss coming up for the Rock Hall induction.
That's the other thing too is that they are like the iconic band, around, and they just, to me, I got it with the whole Gene Simmons family jewels thing. Okay, he's trying to endorse Kiss more and get Kiss out there and have cameras into his house, and
he just wants to make money.
He wants to make money. I get that, but to me, I'm wondering how much money did Walmart pay them,
right,
to actually come in there? Because you know how Gene talks all the time.
I'm sure.
In order for us to do anything, it's got to be close to $1 million or something like that, because they're almighty gods, and they got to get $1 million to be seen anywhere. So I'm just wondering what Walmart actually had to dish out for that. So you can't find it? Oh well, we'll get it. We'll get it. All right,
fix your shit.
It's fine.
Hey, I hate to derail you. Who sits over here where I sit?
Nobody.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I mean, there's a box of tissue, hand sanitizer, and body lotion, and body cream over here. I'm thinking, who the fuck sits over here?
Nobody sits there.
That was for you.
That was for you. I said it there. I planted it there just for you, so you can jerk off.
Yeah. To Frankenboobs.
Yeah, to Frankenboobs. But the thing is, though, is I don't get the whole thing with the kiss, though. But how do you feel about the? I mean, I want to show you the video. We're going to take a break here in a second. This is so I can show you.
How do I
the video.
feel about what?
Them going and endorsing Walmart now.
They've been sold out for so long. It's no big deal to me. I mean, they've been doing it forever.
Right. What about you, Joe?
I gave up on that band years ago.
Right.
I mean, I grew up with them. I mean, they're the reason, when I started playing music, I was in elementary school with my Kiss lunchbox, but I gave up on them. I mean, I gave up on the band. I mean, I won't go see them because it's not the original members. Yeah, I know that, whatever, but I mean, that whole bullshit with the Rock Hall, they were nominated as the 4 original members.
Yeah.
Yep.
Put your pride aside. Let them show up because of the fans that have been with them since the 70s. They want to see this. Right. I mean, even when Metallica got inducted, they brought Jason Newsted up there, and by far he is the longest standing bass player that band has had.
Yeah.
He was in it longer than Cliff before his death, and he's longer than Rock. But they at least had the decency to go, hey, come and do this with us.
Yeah.
But I was done with Kiss many years ago, so whatever they do now, I just kind of roll my eyes and go, really? And then that's it.
What about you, George? What do you think about the whole endorsing Walmart?
This is all news to me.
You got to see the video. All right, well, we'll do it real quick. I'll take a really short little break, and then I'll get the video up since the intern can't. So I didn't mean to throw him under the bus, but I'm going to.
Fired.
Yeah, you're fired. All right, so we'll take a quick break, come back, and I'll show you the video and get it
He's
and get it
probably
going.
like, thanks, dude. I'm out the door.
He's probably leaving right now.
Fuck you guys. It's snowing outside.
I'm going home. All right, we'll be right back.
Uncensored Net Noise. Every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Morning Show Central Radio Network.
morningshowcentral.com.
Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Ow!
What?
Ow!
Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
User-friendly
and ready to serve.
morningshowcentral.com.
If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com. If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
MSC Radio Network has just tweeted the following. This bowel movement won't come out.
Check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/MSC Radio Network.
User-friendly
and ready to
morningshowcentral.com.
Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now.
This is President Barack Obama, and you're listening to MSC Radio Network.
Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. Got time on your hands?
Oh, fuck! Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow!
What?
Oh, ow!
Send us an email.
Hit the Contact Us page on morningshowcentral.com.
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise. Check out Uncensored Net Noise every Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here.
Uncensored Net Noise
on morningshowcentral.com. There's more to life than mindless entertainment. You'll find out right after our show.
Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise.
It's Uncensored Net Noise. Welcome back to Uncensored Net Noise. Live on morningshowcentral.com. If you'd like to call the show, 1-888-668-0742. Previously on Uncensored Net Noise.
Beans won't burn in the kitchen. Beans won't burn in the grill. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah? Is that true?
That's right.
We went and did the birthday bash over at the Rock City Tap House. There was a lot of stuff that was going on. All in all, I thought it was a good show, though. What did you think?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I loved it, man. I had a blast, man. And like I said, just walking around there, and all the people there, everybody was there to have a good time, and that's what you saw there. So I think mission accomplished.
In all my years of radio, I've never seen anything like this.
Some shows simply don't give a fuck. This is one of those shows.
Yeah! Woo!
You're listening to Uncensored Net Noise.
All right, we're back. All right, I found the video, but George did some research, and it said that the video's been out for about 4 years. But this is actually the first time I've ever seen it.
I just heard about it.
And I just, and it was just floating around on YouTube or on Facebook one day, and I was like, well, you know what? I like to check this thing out. So I checked it out, and I'm like, I'd never seen this before. And then with all the hubbub about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and them going into being inducted and all this stuff, these videos are now surfacing more, and I'm actually seeing it. Yeah,
made its way back around.
Right, it's made its way back around again, like you said, though. But all right, you got the video ready in there, Mark. Go ahead and hit play on it, dude.
Can I help you find something?
Hello there, need any help?
Do you guys work here?
Oh, we just started today.
Try that.
Hey, maybe Ace and Pete are better left out of this crap.
Come on. Watch this. This is how it's done.
This is a train wreck.
Come on. Watch this.
We locked up. We locked up.
Up in your gear.
Yeah.
The worst song ever. Never fan of the Kiss Go.
Health and Beauty.
Have you ever thought about trying this application? This. Have you ever thought about that? What about this? Yes.
Really?
This is a fucking train wreck.
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. Really good. Oh, that's really good. You know what's even better? This. That's really good.
Well, that's when you were a real man.
By the way, did you know that some of our stores are actually open all night
This
and
is a
party
disaster.
every day?
Oh my God.
Did this actually air on time?
Yeah. Yeah, it did. It's fucking horrible, dude.
That is a train wreck.
It was. And just, and you know, I mean, okay, it was 4 years ago, whatever, and it resurfaced again. But it just tells me right there, they're sold out
It's
again.
a mockery. It's
right.
It's nothing what it once used to be.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just a bunch of bullshit, and just go away, I guess.
Pretty much, you made it to the Rock Hall now. You're gonna destroy that somehow, and just I think at this point we should just call it a day.
I'm waiting for like Gene to fucking come to the Rock Hall and just spit fire and then burn the bitch down or something, and then it'll be done, and no one has to worry about anybody going into the Rock Hall anymore. You know.
You know, a little off the subject, I have to say my favorite Kiss album was Revenge, where they were without makeup.
That was a good album.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good album.
Yeah. That's my favorite Kiss album.
Heavier?
Yeah.
It was.
It's unholy.
Yeah, that was a good song.
It was a lot heavier than the other ones that they've done in the past. And the song that they were playing in the video that we just watched, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the worst one ever.
Yep.
So why even use that damn song in anything? So I know what I'm going to be doing tonight when I get done with the show. I have to edit that fucking thing out because I don't want to have to pay Gene Simmons.
Yeah, no shit.
So you've seen it here
Hey, it's
first.
on
or whatever.
YouTube, so.
Yeah, you can see it on YouTube. So
It's fair game.
yeah.
Do you have to do you really?
Yeah, I have to, actually. I have to
Oh,
go back
shit.
and edit that bitch out of there, but oh well.
Okay, so we'll get a call tomorrow from Gene's
Fuck
lawyer.
Dick.
Yeah, Gene's like, yes, you $1 million, please, or
Fuck Dick, eh?
take the fucking video or whatever. And
Right.
kiss my ass. All right, what do we got over there in news, Joe? Anything good?
Some asshole. Speaking of local news,
Okay.
Well, some kids in 20-year-old Kent man raping and beating a female pizza delivery person. So that's pretty nice.
See, I'd never heard this story yet.
You know, and I saw it on the news and I saw it on Facebook and stuff. I figure, so, you know, bring it up tonight. You know, I have a big problem, you know, with the human race in general. I mean, there are just pond scum out there. You know, you got that. You know, you had another thing here that you had printed up about pizza. Where a man stabs a woman for bringing home pizza instead of a chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Really?
Right, exactly.
Get the fuck off your ass and go get your own chicken sandwich then, douche canoe. I mean, really?
Douche canoe.
You know, it's like, what is wrong with people? It's like, my
Hey,
God.
you know, it always reminds me, that story reminds me, you know, what does a woman do after she comes back from a domestic violence seminar? The dishes, if she knows what's good for her.
But yeah, I you know, the thing is with all these,
just joking, ladies. By the way,
with all the, no, I'm not
really.
But all the crimes and shit out here and all the laziness that's going on. I mean, in the past 48 hours, which will probably be on 48 hours again. Cleveland will be spotlighted again, but there was like 3 freaking murders in the last 48 hours just here in Cleveland.
Well, wasn't that one about some doctor from the Cleveland Clinic going to perform a surgery and shot at the bus stop?
Right, and then there was one on Madison Avenue just earlier today that got shot, and then there was a third one that happened. So I don't know. So
Well, then there was a related story of the car theft. There was one I just saw before I came out here that some lady walked into the store, left her, I think, 6-year-old in the car, but she had an 18-year-old friend in the car. The 18-year-old decides to get out of the car to go get something, and in that time, some guy jumped in the car, stole it, didn't realize that the lady's daughter was in the back seat.
Yeah.
Dropped the kid off on the corner and told her, get out, and she had to end up calling her mom. But the cops caught the dude, and the dude said, "Hey, I was high on PCP."
Wow. Well, at least he didn't do anything to the kid. At least, as high and whacked out he
was,
was, at least he didn't,
kid? No, I think a 6-year-old kid.
Oh,
But until the
at
kid
least
get
he
out.
didn't do anything with that. So, I mean, there's, know.
Well, the new thing they're doing at the gas stations now, and I was reading about this as well, is that you pull up to your gas pump, and you know how you go inside and you pay for your gas if you don't pay at the pump or whatever. And during that whole time, before you go in out of your car, you're fumbling through all your stuff, and then you get out of your car, you go pay the gas, and then as you're pumping, there's people that slide on the side of your car on the driver's side, open up your door a little bit.
I've seen that.
And they grab whatever they can out of there.
Yeah, while you're pumping there.
While you're pumping the gas.
They had a term for it, too. I forget the hell it's
What?
called.
Yeah.
They sneak up on your car and they open up the passenger door while you're pumping, and they...
driver's side.
They can grab some CDs out of mine.
Right. You know, local bands, put your local music up there.
There you go.
Right. They can steal all the ones they
steal
want.
our shit.
Right. Steal them all. But anyways, yeah, you got to look out for that too. I mean, there's a lot of craziness going on there. I mean,
burn them for your friends.
It's just.
I don't know. There's just a lot going on. Like I said, we can go. I mean, we can have weeks upon weeks of the people beating people, raping people, killing people. It's sad.
Yeah, and Cleveland's not getting any better with
Nope.
it. So I mean, that's another sad thing about it, though. I mean, and then you get like I said, all these murders. I mean, the recent one I just heard about is up on Madison Avenue. Some dude was shot in the chest and died right there. So I mean, I don't know what the hell that was over. We'll find out eventually.
What would be the one with the doctor going to work?
Yeah,
at the Cleveland Clinic, or assistant going in. What's the purpose of that?
Right. The guy didn't do probably a damn thing to anybody.
He was waiting for the bus to go to work to save somebody's life, and he's dead because of it now. So it's this world is messed up.
His life is gone because of some
other
idiot.
topics. I mean, we can obviously talk upon it later shows. I mean, the bullying thing in schools is getting out of control. I don't know if you heard about the two kids in Brunswick that killed themselves because of it.
Yeah.
14 and 17.
You know what really messes me up about that whole situation, though, is when we were kids, when I was in high school, bullies were bullies. This was before social media. Bullies were bullies. You got your ass kicked. You got your head put in toilets. And I don't remember anybody ever killing themselves for getting fucking bullied. And these kids, someone's calling them names or whatever on Facebook. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I feel bad because, someone asked me about the other day, and I said, I don't think I can live with my, the rest of my life knowing that my kid killed himself or my kid dying in general. I couldn't imagine living the rest of my life. I always said, I hope I go before my kids. But at the same time, it's like I see this in the news about kids killing themselves for getting bullied on social media, and it just fucks my world up.
My daughter, she gets fucked with all the time at school because of the certain music she listens to.
I thought maybe because you were her dad.
Well, that too.
Or that.
That doesn't help.
But the thing is though, is that she gets fucking ridiculed all the time at school, and I tell her, look, just ignore the bullshit, just stay away from it, just keep your nose in the fucking book, and then you'll be fine. But it gets to the point where she gets upset about it, and she doesn't want to keep her nose in the book, and then she veers off. And I don't want that.
Right.
Now, is this bullying actually going on in school?
In class? In class, in school.
Yeah, it's not, like you were saying, the social media stuff that you read, but I mean, this shit is happening in schools. And, it's like where are the principals, where are the teachers, intervening or whatever. And
then here's the thing. You got teachers, and I won't throw his name out there, though, but there's a teacher at her school, at her local school, that's talking about, which kind of pisses me off, about how the Cleveland public schools suck. Well, my daughter's in a Cleveland public school, and you're teaching my daughter in a Cleveland public school, and you're telling her it sucks.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
again,
there's a vote of confidence.
It starts with the administration,
Right.
the principals, the teachers, and all that. I mean, there's some of the breakdown there for whatever it may be.
Yeah. So I gotta go see this teacher Monday.
Have a little chat with him.
Yeah, have a little chat with him. Tell him, what the hell you doing, man? I mean, my
Pay
kids
attention.
Because you live in Cleveland,
right?
So you're paying part of his salary by your taxes. So have a little sit down.
Not only that though, is that he's telling me all these scores and test scores and all this stuff. You need to do this, and then he told my daughter that if your reading level is not at a certain percentage by the time you hit third grade, you're that's how they know to make more prisons.
And this is a teacher.
This is a teacher.
Maybe we should take him out of the playground.
Fuck
have a little moment with him.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would you say that to my daughter in the first place? And why would you say it to any of the kids in the classroom in the first place? Because that doesn't help them. That doesn't encourage them to, hey, keep my nose in the book and and this, that, and the other. It's just saying, well,
fuck it, let's go to prison.
Let's go to prison.
Listen to Demons Within and go to prison. Hey, before she goes to prison, can you have her wear my shirt?
Sure.
There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that for you. I'm sure she will wear it too.
See, and I don't even have to go to Walmart now. I already did it. So, all right, moving on.
So it worked out.
I told TC's that, when we were talking about if one of his kids ever just goes postal, I want her wearing our shirt, listening to our music on headphones when she does it, because I'll take bad publicity.
Hey, it's like Gene Simmons says, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
No, there's not.
Nope.
There's not. So I'll take any publicity we get. I mean, if we can get Billy in here and shock him, with a taser in the nutsack, and that's going to give me, oh my God, it's so horrible. I don't give a fuck. It got me publicity. That's what I'm looking for. But I don't know. These teachers nowadays and all this murder shit that's going on in the city is running rampant, and I wish it would stop. Because
I agree. It's even happened. My cousin's kids go to school in Ridgeville, and one of her kids is being bullied at school.
Yeah,
it's happening everywhere.
And that's the thing. The teachers won't do anything about it, and the principals.
But they never. I'm sorry, man, but they never did. They didn't when I was in school.
Yeah, I know. I got harassed in school, and unfortunately, it was the
problem. But what's the difference now than back then, where kids are killing themselves and going out and killing other kids and going on rampages and shooting up schools from when we were back in school and they were bullies? What's the difference?
Back in the day,
I can tell you the difference right now.
Well,
I say it every fucking time. The difference from when we went to school and when they went to school,
it's totally different.
It's different. You know why? Yeah. When they took corporal punishment out, and then the kids. That's when the kids got soft.
Yeah.
You can't hit your kids anymore. You can't get, the teachers couldn't take any actions against you.
Yeah.
They took away PE and all that.
The
kids
paddle
got
with holes
soft
in it. The paddles with holes in it at the principal's office.
Yeah, I got my ass beat quite a few times.
Shit. Yeah, me too.
But no, once they started, when they started drawing back on corporal punishment.
And are you talking about in the school? Or
in the school?
In the school.
In the school.
The principal will call you.
They didn't do that when I was in school.
You go to the principal's office.
I got busted the east side, and I got my ass beat on the east side.
Fucking big ass red paddle with a hole in it.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's winding up full swing, hitting your ass. Dude.
Well, you guys are you're all older than me, though.
Not really.
You didn't see any of us calling 911, and the kids nowadays they think they
got their ass beat.
Think they're untouchable. Is what it is.
I used to get a call from the principal. The principal would call my mom and say, "All right, well, when your kid comes to school tomorrow, he's getting his ass whacked. You know what I'm saying? So just be aware that we're going to hit your kid in the ass with this big ass paddle." And my mom said, well, what did he do wrong? And she, the principal would say it, and okay, he deserved it. Go ahead and do it. And then I go into the school, and then the principal's, come here. And then I bend over the fucking desk, and that's the end of
legs.
It. Yeah.
Man, but when I remember being in school, and they didn't spank kids or anything when I was in school. And I seen some kids get their asses beat in the hallway, just because they were nerds or they were faggy or whatever the other kids had against them. They just, they got their asses beat. They got some nasty shit done to them, and nothing ever happened. Like, I never heard of anything happen until, 99?
Something like that, yeah. And then they changed it all, and now the parents can't hit the kids, and, the principals can't touch the kids, and then the other, just to capitalize on what George said, is that here's the other difference, because the kids are... the teachers are scared to do anything, is because they're afraid that the kids will come in with a fucking Glock and start shooting up the building.
Right.
Or they're waiting for them outside the parking lot, and you got a 6-year-old beating up on a fucking 40-year-old. And there's nothing they can do.
Right.
So, you can call the cops all you want, and by the time the cops get there, your windows are all busted out of your car, and you got a gang of fucking 12-year-olds, around your car, and they're trying to flip it.
Mm-hmm. You know what other area that they're getting soft at?
What's that?
Military.
Yeah.
And
I heard that they have this thing called a stress card. So if the drill instructor's getting in your face and they're freaking you out, they have like a stress card on their pocket. They can pull it and say, you know what? You're stressing me out. You need to stop.
Oh my God. I wish I could do that at work.
Uncle! Uncle!
I heard this, and I was beside myself when I heard that.
I wish I could do that at work,
Oh my God.
You're stressing me out. They can pull this card on their drill instructor to make them stop.
It's like fucking playing Uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, that's a blanket party waiting to happen.
Right. Wow.
Need more vigilante justice.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys,
especially for that one with the in Canton.
Any of you guys?
There's some vigilante.
Yeah, he just needs
shit
to get
like
his
that.
ass beat.
Shit like that. That
take
needs to
him,
happen.
put him in the back of a car, and beat the shit out of him. Leave him in the fucking woods.
Well, you guys into any of the conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
At all? You ever watch any of the Jesse Ventura stuff?
No.
I was watching something.
They were like 9/11.
Oh my God, him and what was the other guy's name that's on radio or something? Alex Jones is another one.
I don't know who that is.
Well, anyways, they were in some location, and this company would make they make nothing but coffin liners. Well, they stumbled onto it.
Did it look like an almond joy?
Well, no.
No, it'd be for Frankenboobs.
No, these were actual liners for the casket for the grave site itself. It's a plastic liner that goes in first
into the ground.
It's like the vault area. Well, they stumbled across them, and they thought that this was for like mass burial for like all the United States, all the Americans and shit. And they said that. Why would this be out in the open like this? And this because it says on the fucking sign, you retard. We build fucking coffin liners.
People,
amazing. I just had to laugh my ass off about that one though. It was crazy though. All right, what else we got over there? Anything else before we get out of here?
Some asshole suing Nike for apparently because Air Jordan shoes should be classified as a weapon.
I saw that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why? And the problem with the people suing everything. I mean, it kind of goes back to many years ago, which I made a little sub note after I saw the story about. Somebody sued McDonald's because of hot coffee.
Right.
You ordered coffee. I don't know. You ordered coffee.
Of course, it's gonna be fucking.
It's going to be hot. But now they sued them, and then you have the lawyer that went it in, and the judge that let it go through. They had to put the warning on it. You ordered coffee. Common sense tells you
didn't order an iced
coffee is hot.
Right.
Okay. So it's going to be fucking hot, and how can now this guy sue Nike because of shoes? Well, but he's going to win for some reason. I know he's going to win because that's just the way it is nowadays. So
did you see or did you read what? Got to read what he did.
The guy's a pimp too.
Well, he's a pimp,
right? That's first
then
off.
He beat one of his clients' face because with the shoe,
right?
But then it says later in the story that he beat one of his own prostitutes up with the shoe. I mean, so this guy has some, obviously. Mental issues as well, but somehow he'll win.
And that's
this lawsuit will go, and he'll get $100 million, even though he, beat the shit out of somebody.
And that's the sad point. The sad thing about it is that they will win this lawsuit.
They will win.
Yeah.
No matter he's going to be in jail, he's still going to win $100 million.
My Air Jordans killed somebody,
right?
So I want money now.
So now I have to have money. So yeah, it's.
But you know what? That might increase the popularity of the Air Jordans.
Well, yeah. I mean, they might get more popular now. I mean, do they really need to get any more popular?
But wouldn't it increase if you had a pair of Jordans, and now will that make them more worth more money now? What if Michael Jordan killed somebody with his own shoes? Would it make more money?
Have you seen those stories in the news that they're still lining up for these shoes? They're busting down doors.
That's golden.
To get shoes.
We'll make a shoe for Nike. And on the bottom, it'll say "killer." Then you just smack someone in the face, leave a print, "killer."
That's gonna be the next thing that's gonna come up, dude. Is that there's gonna be like hairbrushes fucking murdered my mother because she pulled too hard on her head or something like that. Then they're gonna sue the hairbrush manufacturers and shit like that. So I mean, it's always the stupid shit that's always being in the courts. So
let's end on a stupid story.
All right,
the 7-week erection.
Yeah,
the fuck is this all about?
Yeah, this guy went on a bike ride and evidently he
for 7 weeks, or did he come back? I mean,
no, he went on a bike ride and I guess he hit his junk on the bar of the bicycle, and ever since then he's got a 7-week erection.
Was it a banana seat?
I don't know.
I mean, isn't there those warnings with the little blue pill anytime after 4 hours go to the doctor? I mean, where was this guy for 7 weeks? Didn't you think there was a problem at some point?
Maybe he wanted new handlebars.
Enjoying it.
7 weeks, man. It's like
some chafing.
Maybe he was looking for a new handlebar for his bike or something. I don't know, dude.
But it revealed no signs of injuries, the story said. Okay.
That's good.
So that's good.
So his member still works,
apparently.
I don't understand that though, because if they tell you with Viagra and shit that after 4 hours,
4 hours,
after 4 hours, how could doing that for 7 weeks, having a hard on for 7 weeks?
If your dick is standing up like a broomstick, then after 4 hours, you need to go see a doctor. Plain and simple. Why would you even try to?
The story also says, after suffering in silence for 5 weeks, the fuck was he hiding for 5 weeks? He didn't go to work. He didn't go on a bike ride. I mean, nobody noticed.
Throw a towel on it and go to the doctor.
Suffering silence for 5 weeks. He finally decides to seek medical attention. So in this 5, I mean, what do you do? Just sit in a dark room for 5 weeks and do absolutely nothing?
He wore real big pants.
You know, it's like
sit in silence and in the dark, just stroking it, dude.
Maybe,
You know what?
maybe 7-week erection boy was thinking about Frankenboob.
Right.
And voila, we have a story, ladies and gentlemen. I got nothing else.
TC says 5-week jerk off.
But it said in silence he was sitting there.
Hey!
So did he have a picture of?
Maybe.
Where's that? Where's the picture? Hang on.
It might be.
Shit, where did she go? George, did you take Frankenboob's picture?
No comment.
Frankenboob picture, 5 weeks silence. That's for you, TC. God, those things are gross.
Right.
All right. I got nothing else.
Fucking ugly stick.
I got nothing
That's
else.
all I gotta say, though.
I got nothing else.
Me neither.
I mean, should we thank Corey and George
Yes,
for
we
coming
should.
out?
We should. You want to check them out online, go to their website, moralitycheckmusic.com. You can check out all their stuff out on the website, or go to their Facebook, facebook.com/moralitycheck. You guys got the new CD coming out, hopefully soon in February, or maybe something like that. And you guys are finishing up on your CD.
Yeah.
So when's the first show? When are you guys going to do something? When do you think you're going to go out there to the masses again?
You know, locally we try not to do anything when it's snowing out.
Okay.
Just okay. You never know.
Good excuse. Okay.
So
I got it.
Hopefully March, May, April. I mean,
spring show, huh?
March, yeah.
Cool. Plug your show.
February 14th in Corey, Pennsylvania. February 22nd in Springfield, Pennsylvania. And then March 7th, the Dale Lucas Memorial Show at the Fantasy. That'll be March 7th. That'll be our first local show since the final Peabody show. So check us out on Facebook, Reverb Nation, iTunes, all that good shit.
You guys going to that banquet or benefit show for
Yeah, I'm going to
Dale?
definitely go to that one.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, I guess that's going to do it for us tonight.
What night are you guys?
Good show.
7th.
Yeah, it's a good show. Next week on the show, we have a guest. I don't want to reveal it yet because I want to make sure I confirm this guest, but we do have a guest next week.
Is it Frankenboob?
You know what? We should really.
Dude, her tits couldn't. She couldn't fit in the studio. Then you'd have to get past Tom because he'd be standing there with a weak erection, waiting for Frankenboob to get to the show.
Right.
This could be a colossal fuck up, dude. So.
And my intern, I don't know. He might.
Well, your intern's probably quitting because you blamed him for the internet. So he probably.
Hey, but it worked when I went back there.
He probably left. So
Hey,
he's
just
gone.
saying.
Hey, if anybody wants to intern, Chris may need one after tonight.
Right. So if you want to intern, send me an email. Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
So that was fun.
Yeah. Right. Book Frankenboob. You got a job.
So, you know what? I'm really thinking about doing it. You know what? Hey, Mark, before you leave your last
Before
duty,
you quit,
see if you can find Frankenboob's email, and then I'll see if I can get her on the show.
I'd like to put my head there and just see which is bigger.
Motorboat.
No. Just
those
put
are just from the picture, they're bigger than your head, dude. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Do the Howard Stern thing, which sits on the speaker.
It's not even good. So,
well, TC's bald too.
Yeah,
So that way we can have four. You know,
before
me and
it'd be
him, one on
like
each side.
mega boob and Frankenboob.
No homo. I'm good.
So I don't know. And like Chris said at the beginning of the show, hopefully we'll bring the music segment back to Uncensored Net Noise.
We will next week.
So that'd be fun.
Cool. All right, we're gonna get the hell up out of here. We'll talk to you again next week, guys. Peace. We're gonna get the hell out of here. Bye.
You just gotta know when it's time to quit.
Fuck that noise. I think you can do better, Ted.
I beg your pardon?
I don't see anybody headed for the door. Listen to me. It's just like trying to fuck a Catholic girl who keeps saying, no, I don't want to. I'm really, really drunk and you're circumcised. But she keeps on making out with you. She's not leaving your Fiero. It means she really wants to. She just needs a little bit of a nudge, all right? A little bit of a coax, a little bit of a tickle, just to rationalize it to herself, to her God. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus H. Christ!
Did you miss any of the show?
You keep hiding from shit in the world, and eventually the world comes to your front door.
Nice.
That's very nice. I heard an episode of Touched by an Angel.
Then check out our website at morningshowcentral.com and visit the archives for this and other past shows. Also, check out the games, photo galleries, chat rooms, and more.
I heard that doing LSD can awaken your demons.
I ain't got no demons gonna get woke.
The views and opinions expressed on this show are not controlled by the FCC, our wives, girlfriends, gay lovers, or favorite barnyard animals. And if you have any complaints, call someone who cares. Be sure to tune in next week for another sick and twisted edition of Uncensored Net Noise.
I don't want to kiss my microphone.
If you have any questions, comments, bitches, complaints, or great stories about barnyard fetishes, shoot us an email at show@morningshowcentral.com. Still can't get enough of Uncensored Net Noise? Then check them out at their website at uncensorednetnoise.com. Or if you want to go the Facebook route, facebook.com/uncensorednetnoise. And for all the sick videos, youtube.com/uncensorednetnoise. And be sure to check out the live show next Friday night, beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on morningshowcentral.com.
Your ad said you do wet work.
That's correct. I urinate on other men for money.
From Chris and the rest of the gang here at Uncensored Net Noise, have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week.